Hey, aren't you supposed to be in a cage? You let me out in the last video. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, go get back in your cage. The Frank Dukes video still needs like 10 likes, pal. What's going on today, guys? Weaver Beats here, and welcome back to another episode of Plugin Police. Today we'll be reviewing the Vital synthesizer. Forgive me, it's late at night if I seem out of it. I have to film these videos at about 1 a.m. That way I can wake up the entire neighborhood. Alright, so Vital is a spectral warping wavetable synthesizer. Give new life to wavetables by using Vital's spectral oscillator warping. Spectral warping acts on a waveform's harmonics and can create drastically different shapes and timbres from a simple source. Sometimes what you want is what you need. And what I need right now is some cringe. I think you guys get the point here. It's kind of like Serum. As you'll see, it's a little bit different than Serum here. Right? Notice anything a little bit different here than Serum? But you only get 75 presets and 25 wavetables. And they have a $25 version with an expanded library. Same thing with the pro version, but even more expanded. I'll be reviewing it from the perspective of someone owning the free or the pro version. I had the free version for like maybe a year almost, and then the pro version, maybe like a month or so. They didn't really state if the $5 a month one gives you access to all the presets and wavetables or not. I showed you my spectral wavetable warping synthesizer. Respond. Okay, so I think Vital is really good for a free synth. Probably one of the best ones you can get out there in my opinion. I might even venture to say it's one of the best free plugins you can get in 2022. So one of, guys, one of. I really like how this synth is visual like other wavetable synths, but this one has something special to it. I don't know if it's got like a higher FPS to it or something, but Drip could really take a page or two out of this book, I think. Vital did not pay me to make this review. At least not yet. No, but I genuinely like their software. Speaking of which, when I saw it in someone else's video actually for the first time, I wasn't really that impressed with how it sounded. I don't know if it was the YouTube audio compression or what, but for some reason it just didn't really hit my ear that well. But when I tried it myself one day, I was pleasantly surprised. And I've been a fan ever since. I use it for my bass sound design. If I'm looking for some ideas sometimes, I might go through the presets. But speaking of the presets, it's definitely really hit or miss. And if you're using the free version, I'm going to say it's a lot of miss. It's a whole lot of miss. I don't know what it is about people who make presets for synthesizers, but it's like they make a really good sound and they're like, all right, yeah, this is a super good sound. All right, now let's put like 3 reverbs on it. Now add a bunch of reverb. I'm really starting to think it's a conspiracy or something, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any information about this? If you see something on the screen, let me know. Here's a few beats I made with Vital presets exclusively. I've made some really interesting bass sounds with the spectral waveform warping. I'll show you guys some tracks right now. So I did get a bug while using this. Every once in a while when I'm opening it, I'll get a white box instead of the synthesizer, and then it's gonna crash. Usually it's a sequence of events. I wouldn't say it's any laggier or less laggier than any other synthesizer I've used, especially with the FX engaged. That's always the fucking doomsday thing for any synthesizer. Okay, so I thought it might be interesting if we compare Vital versus Serum. Maybe we'll try to make the same sort of sound in both of them, see if it sounds different. Is it worth the money to pay for Serum? Is it worth the money to pay for the upgraded version of Vital? I don't know why I tacked that on at the end there. I figured the only real way to do this was to just use basic waveforms and set them to nearly identical settings. I tried to set them as close as possible. All right, let's hear the song Serum. Okay, now let's hear the song Vital. As you can hear, nearly identical. The tone even, pretty close. All right, now let's check out the square waves. Oh, this is with unison on. I'm not sure if they're set exactly the same. They use different measurements, that's why. I don't know, I'm using the default for both of them. And now the vital score. Alright, so what conclusion can we draw from this? Well, they're nearly an identical synth, it seems like. The tone is pretty much the same. The settings aren't always one-to-one, it seems like to me. Like, I had to get the decay and release like set a little bit different in order to make them sound the same. I don't know which one it is, but one of them has wildly inaccurate time measurements. Can't say which it is, but the sound of them is exact same. Settings though, not sure. Okay, anyways, I give Vital an 8 out of 10. I was really close to giving it a 9 out of 10, but then I paid for it. I'm just joking, but the free version really gives you almost everything you need, essentially. And the paid version, you know, it's good. There's a lot of really good presets in there, especially bass sounds. It's hard for me to really judge the wavetables because, I don't know, I feel like once you've heard one wavetable, you haven't heard any other one because they all sound different but the same at the same time. So, I don't know, it's really hard for me to judge those. But presets, some really solid ones in there. Was it worth the upgrade for $80? Yeah, I'd say it was. I felt obligated just to pay them for the free version, to be honest, because I used it in some tracks that I really liked. I mean, could I have probably done this with another synth? I don't know. Yeah, probably. The reason I didn't give it a higher score is because there's some low quality presets in there, and you know, that's really the only thing you can really improve on, in my opinion. I mean, I guess lower the price for the extra stuff, but it's not like you aren't providing a lot, you know. But yeah, that's it for this episode of Plugin Police. Sorry I have to keep filming these at night. I just have a lot of other stuff I have to do in the day. That's my excuse I'm going with, guys. Make sure to check out my Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. I started doing finger drumming on my Instagram, so that's pretty cool. I stream on Twitch every Thursday and Saturday. You may see my community posts where I bother you guys telling you to join. Please join, please, for love of God, twitch.tv/WeaverBeats. Also, make sure to check out twitch.tv/StevenBeats. No, shut up. Oh, if you guys are wondering why the Christmas decorations are still up, I'm hoping to keep them up until next year. I'm going to be that guy.
Bang Incorporated.